Good morning, friend. We are discussing about the Vision IS 5 question. Let's discuss the first question. First question is regarding the art and culture section, in which they are asking about the with reference to the cultural tradition in India. Puttul, Noch, Pava, Kuthu and Yampuri are forms of. First option in front of you are classical dance. Second, puppetry. Number third, folk music. Number fifth or the fourth, harvest festival. I again repeat the question because I myself is confused. With reference to the culture tradition in India, Puttal, Noch, Pava, Kuthu and Yampuri are forms of classical dance. Second, puppetry, folk music, harvest festival. You have to choose the correct option from the given option. So answer in front of you, and then you have to just choose one of the following. Next question, for example, is related to the modern history, in which they are asking about the member of the No Changer group. No Changer, in 1923 there is a split, or a type of a split is existing, but because of the maturity of the people there in Congress, and they are seeing the split already in 1906 and the consequences of it, then they do not want it to basically the split of the Congress, but the type of a rift is existing, and but within the umbrella of the Congress they are called as changer and no changer. That no changer is nothing but they do not want to change. Changer is wanted changing through the various activity or through socialization or through the political work in the country or social work in the country, so that they can mobilize the support of the people in the country. So the first option is M.A. Ansari, second is Ajmal Khan, number third Rajendra Prasad and C. Gopalachari. I again repeat the question. Which of the following leaders are the member of the No Changer group? First in front option are M.A. Ansari, Ajmal Khan, third Rajendra Prasad and fourth is C. Gopalachari, and option in front of you are first, third, second, fourth. So let's discuss the next question. Next question is related to the politics section. Earlier this question is the first question, but today in the question series this is the third question. Anyway, let us read the question. When a district judge deals with the civil cases is called the session judge. See, there is a district judge. When it perform the function of the civil cases, it perform or listen the civil cases, it is known as the same judge is known as the session judge. And if the same person original and appellate jurisdiction, okay, that's the thing. Second statement, they say the district judge possesses the original and appellate jurisdiction only in case of the criminal matter. So that's the thing. District judge possesses original and appellate jurisdiction only in case of a criminal matter. What do you mean by the appellate jurisdiction? Appellate jurisdiction is nothing but you can appeal in to the Supreme Court or the High Court from the district. So you have to choose the incorrect option. Please do remember the fact that is incorrect. So you have to choose the correct option from the given option. I again repeat the question for the you people. When a district judge deals with the civil cases, he is known as a session judge. Number second, district judge possesses original and appellate jurisdiction only in the case of the criminal cases. So you have to choose the incorrect option, right? Let's see the next question. There is a conservation movement, and which of the following state are associated with the conservation movement? For example, Chipko is related to the Uttarakhand. Is it Silent Valley movement is in Kerala? Number third is Apiko is in Assam. So you have to choose the correct option from there. I again repeat the question. Conservation movement are given, and the following state are associated with the which of the conservation movement? You have to choose the correct option from the given option. First, the Chipko movement that is associated with the Uttarakhand state. Silent Valley movement, is it associated with the Kerala and Apiko in Assam? So you have to choose the correct option from the given option, and option in front of you are. Let's see the next question. Next question is nothing but a migrating bird fly very high in the sky. Okay, why do the migrating bird fly very high in the sky? So this is the question. The migrating bird you know very well. For example, Siberia say various birds are coming in the Rajasthan region in the winter. What is the reason behind the same? The reason is that they wanted to breed, and the temperature and the water condition given is not fulfilled because of the winter season. Then they wanted to come in the desert area where the winter is not so high, right? So cold or severe or chilled, you can say anything. But why they are migrating very high in the sky? So number first is to take the advantage of the upper atmospheric wind flow. So the first option in front of you are they wanted to take up the upper atmospheric wind flow and the advantage of the things. Number second, due to the high oxygen level at a higher altitude. So third, the cooler condition at higher altitude help in dissipating heat generated by their flight. So there is a high heat when they are flying, but because of the cooler condition at a higher altitude, then they can dissipate, and then they can easily evaporate their high energy dissipation energy because of the flying. So you have to choose the correct option from the given option. First and third, second and third, first, second, third. So you have to choose the correct option from the given option. I again repeat the question. Why do migrating birds fly very high in the sky to take advantage of the upper atmospheric wind flow? Due to high oxygen level at a high altitude, cooler condition at high altitude help in dissipating heat generated by their flight. So you have to choose the correct option from the given option. Let's see the answer of the following question. With reference to the culture tradition in India, Puttal Noch, Kavakuth, Yampuri are the form of the puppetry. Let's see the option. So B are correct. Let's see the explanation that are given by the reason itself. Puttul Noch, the tradition road puppet that are found in West Bengal that are also known as the Puttul Noch. They are carved from wood and follow the various artistic style of a particular region. Next is the Pavakuthu. In Kerala, the tradition glow puppet clay is called Pavakuthu. It came into existence during the 18th century due to the influence of the Kathakali, the famous classical dance drama of Kerala. On puppet performance in Pavakuthu, the height of the puppet varies from foot to 2 feet. The head and the arm are carved of the wood and joined together with a thick cloth cut and stitched into a small bag. Yampuri, the tradition road puppet of Bihar, is known as the Yampuri. The puppets are made of the wood, unlike the tradition road puppet of West Bengal, Odisha. These puppets are one piece and have no joints. So B is the correct statement there. Let's see the next question. Next question. Which of the following were part of the no change group? So first, third and fourth. The second is not there. Ajmal Khan is not there. M.A. Ansari, Rajendra Prasad and C. Gopalchari. They wanted no change. So let's see the things that are given by the reason itself. After Gandhi arrest, there was a disintegration, disorganization, demoralization among the nationalist rancor because of a type of a moral defeat that they are in 1922 because the Chori Chora incident and the Gandhi's arrest. A debate started among the congressmen on what to do during the transition period. And a group led by the C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru, Ajmal Khan wanted an end to the boycott of the Legislative Council so that the national could enter them to expose the basic weakness of this assembly and use these councils as an area of political struggle to arouse the popular enthusiasm so that they can materialize the things that they wanted from the people and mobilize their support. Those advocating entry into the Legislative Council come to be known as the suffragist, where the other school of the thought led by the Vallabhbhai Patel, Rajendra Prasad, C. Gopalchari, M.A. Ansari came to be known as the no change because they did not want to change. They did not wanted to come up with the council election and they wanted to do change through the social events and the social mobilization of the people and changing the behavior and attitude towards the Britisher among the people. The no change opposed council entry advocated concentration on a constructive work and a continuation of boycott and non-corporation quit preparation and resumption of the suspended civil disobedience program. Let's see the next question. Next question incorrect, so all both are incorrect. Let's see the explanation. The district judge is the highest judicial authority in the district. He possesses original and appellate jurisdiction in the both civil as well as the criminal matter. Otherwise, the district judge is also the session judge. When he deals with the civil cases, he is known as the district judge, and when he hears the criminal cases, he is called as the session judge. The session judge has the power to impose any sentence including capital punishment. So both statements are correct. Let's see the next question. Conservation movement and the state associated with the Chipko movement, Uttarakhand Silent Valley movement, and Kerala Pico movement, not in Assam, but I think Karnataka region is there. Let's see the things there. I'm not very sure. The Chipko movement that started very well known movement and the widespread and the worldwide recognized movement in 1970 that started in Uttarakhand, the Pico movement in Karnataka, the social fencing of the Shivalik Hill in 1986, the Silent Valley movement that started in 1973 in Kerala also, and joint forest management in West Bengal 1981 Midnapur, Bankura and Purulia district are some of the example of conservation management. The forest to the effort of the local communities and they wanted to conserve these things through their natural and the know-how of their traditional knowledge. Inspired by the GFM, Joint Forest Management in Bengal, the joint forest management has introduced in Indian government level in 1990. So because of the importance that they are given to them. Let's see the next thing. Next thing is nothing but a migrating bird. So first and third are correct. Second is not correct because that is the things are very general position and know-how of the oxygen level at high altitude is very low. Because of these things, the many of the psychological changes occurred at the highest level, the higher altitude. Let's see. Some of the migratory bird travel as much as 15,000 kilometers. The huge space there to escape the extreme climatic condition at home. Generally they high where the wind flow in helpful and the wind condition allow them to disperse the heat generated by their flight muscles. The statement first and third are correct. But how these birds travel to the same place year after year is a little mystery, because it seems that these birds have built in a sense of direction, know how in which direction to travel. Some birds probably use landmark to guide them. Many birds may be guided by the sun during the day and the stars at night. This is some evidence that birds may use the magnetic field of the earth. So that the first thing is the stars and sun, second thing is the wind, third thing is the magnetic field of the earth, magnetic field direction of the earth. And it is not only the bird that migrate. Mammals, many times of female fish and insect also be known to migrate seasonally in search of more hospitable climate. Hospitable is nothing but a type of embarking climate that is suitable for that flora and fauna. Flying bird, cubic air, depriving oxygen to fuel their hard-working muscle, but this critical element in a short supply at a high elevation with only 1/3 of the, so that is the thing that they can reach there. Okay. Next thing is the vocabulary section. Belittle is nothing but a type of अपयश फैलाना, disparage or the disintegrating, written down. मतलब क्या है कि type of a disintegration or a small part are happening of the one central thing. Let's see the and he belittled my riding skill whenever she could. So second is the susceptible. Oh, you know very well, credulous or a gullible. That he is very susceptible, or you can say the संवेदनशील. Next is the third is the patronize. Patronize is nothing but you are look down the way that making a stereotype that earlier this happened, then today also be this type of things are happened. You put down the thing, you generalizing the thing basically, and degrading the diversity because of the socio-economic condition that existing. Herculean task is nothing but a very arduous task that cannot be completed, or a laborious task you can say. Next, resilient, lachila, flexibility you can say. Okay, next is the thwart. Thwart, important word, that is the foil. Foil is nothing but a vain, or a foil is nothing but a विफल करना, और frustrated bark is the synonym there. Next is the consummate, commensurate. Commensurate is nothing but a equal or corresponding. Commensurate is nothing but a equal and corresponding things that are found. Let's see the next thing. Next is the multifarious. Multifarious is diverse. Multifarious is the diverse. Synonym is many or numerous, and antonym is homogeneous. I met a vast multifarious organization. Multifarious is nothing but a diverse group that are found. Let's see the fairy. Fairy is a type of passionate, impatient, ardent. For example, she is a fiery, imaginate, arise. Next, the alienate, strange, turn away, set apart. Okay, next is the dwell. Dwell is nothing but you are doing it, wasting your time. इसमें नष्ट करना, linger करना. Next is the rash. Rash is nothing but miserable, unhappy or sad. Number third is shortly. Shortly is nothing but sharply and abruptly, bluntly. Next is the bleak but desolate. Next is the scum. Scum is nothing but अधीन होना. Sordid. Sordid type of speedy, seedy or seamy. The story paints a sordid picture of the bribes and the scam. Nothing but a negative picture. You can say sordid picture, nothing or a negative picture. Or the next is the stingent, strict. You know very well. Firm and rigid are the synonym of the word. Tacit is nothing. I already told you about implicit meaning of the things. Next is the tacit. I already told you. Lopsided is asymmetrical, or he showed a lopsided grin. So one sided you can say. Constraint. Constraint is nothing but inhibition, uneasiness and embarrassment. You can relate it to with. Okay, next thing today we are discussed earlier. We are discussed NHRC, SHRC. Today SIC, CIC, and what do you mean with the CIC? Competition Commission of India. First thing, Central Vigilance Commission, and I think RTI के साथ जो informer there is. Just a Central Information Commission basically. Not more than 10 members there that is selected by the president. There is a selection panel of prime minister, leader of opposition, and some minister that are nominated by the prime minister itself. The tenure 3 year or the 65 year, whatever the things is reached earlier. Okay, service condition determined by the central government. The all is done by the president, and the report is submitted central government to the central government basically, and the reappointment is not eligible, and the power that they possess is of the civil court. SIC, State Election Commission. I'm really sorry, State Information Commission basically, that they have CIC, not more than 10 members again, that they are appointed by the governor. The same selection panel at the state level are having the tenure 3 or 65 year, both are the same at the central and the state level. Then by the report is submitted to the central government. I'm really surprised the central government, and removal is done by governor, and report submission to the central government. Term and service condition is done central government and not eligible for the reappointment, and they have power of the civil court. And next the CVC. CVC is not more than 2 members. The selection is done by the president, and the selection panel is the prime minister, leader of opposition, and home minister is there. 4 year or 65 year is the term condition, and the term condition and service condition is determined by the president, right, yes. Okay, removal is done by the president. The report submission is done president, not eligible for the reappointment, and they have the power of the civil court, right. By this we are ending the session, right?